Hey you guys, it's Ashley. Welcome to the Danger Zone, and I thank you for being here. Many blessings and lots of loves your way. June 19th through the 23rd is Royal Ascot Week. It's the Queen's favorite week in the year. Let's check our calendar and see why. Well, here it says June 21st and the week of is what's called Feast Day. They're celebrating the summer solstice. And instead of spending all that money on stupid hats, looking goofy and watching horses race around the track, or helping third world countries with clean water and electricity, or feed kids or help cancer kids, no, let's not do that. Let's, like I said, let's buy goofy hats. But it's called Feast Day. It's a summer solstice. And the ritual involves, during this particular celebration, of course, orgies, all things related to intercourse, animal and or human sacrificing, and any age will do, male or female. It also kind of coincides with our Bohemian Grove part of the year here in the States. And that's my next video coming up. But some people have asked me about the Queen being convicted, and she was, for kidnapping 10 children back in 1964. And I want to give you guys a little bit of information on that. I'm going to make it quick. I don't want to drag it out. And I apologize for my anyways and anyhows, because my last video, I didn't realize how often I said that. I just wanted to shut me up with a quickness. But anyhow, oh my God, I said it again. Here we go. The order to arrest Queen Elizabeth was issued in 2013 by 6 judges of the International Common Law Court of Justice in Brussels. And keep in mind, she has, they say she's worth $33 trillion. Whether that's a fact or not, I'm not sure. I know she has tons of land, and it makes sense. I don't know, maybe in her assets and money together, she's worth that much. She's not worth crap to me. But anyhow, money talks, you know what I'm saying? So it's really gotten her off the hook, and she's done a very well job of trying to dog the folks that convicted, had her convicted, found her guilty of this. She's got a lot of money to pay a lot of people, and they've tried to say that this CCS, I hope I said that right, was fake, and it was put up fraudulently. This con man, blah, 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 ran this. But I don't believe that for a second. She was definitely convicted. And the man that helped get her convicted, he is now dead. He was one of 3 witnesses that observed her personally kidnap 10 children. He was 12 at the time, and his name was William Combs. He said he witnessed the abduction of 10 fellow residential school children by the Queen of England and her husband in October of 64 at the Catholic school in Kamloops, British Columbia in Canada. And it says the government and church-run residential schools were used to systematically break down Native communities over decades. Sexual abuse was normal. Murders also happened. Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip have been directly accused of being present at such a school when 10 kids went missing. An official inquiry was due to hear testimony in a few months from the last surviving witness to see the Queen with those kids. He died under mysterious conditions. I wonder how that happened. It says here that he was 59 and in good health, scheduled to be primary witness at the opening session of the ITCCS on September 12th in London. William was the sole survivor of a group of 3 Aboriginal boys who claimed to have witnessed the abduction of 10 children during a royal visit to the Kamloops residential school in mid-October of 64, when both the Queen and Prince Philip were in Canada. They took away those 10 kids, and nobody ever saw them again, described William. According to William Combs, he signed a witness declaration. He signed an affidavit that this was true. Out of his own mouth, he said he survived, suffered terrible tortures there at the hands, especially of Brother Murphy, who killed at least 2 children. He says, and I'm quoting him, "I witnessed him throw a child off a 3-story balcony to her death. He put me on a rack and broke some of my bones in the school basement. He said, I tried running away. I also saw him and another priest burying a child in the school orchard that night. In October of 64, when I was 12 years old, I was an inmate at the Kamloops school. We were visited by the Queen and Prince Philip. The day the Queen got to school, I was part of a group of kids that went on a picnic with her and her husband and some of the priests down to a meadow near Dead Man's Creek. I remember it was weird because we all had to bend down and kiss her foot, and it was a white lace boot. After a while, I saw the Queen leave the picnic with 10 children from the school, and those kids they never returned. We never heard anything about them. We never seen them again, not even as we got older. They were all from our area. You would think to be running into them later on in life, and we just didn't. That group that disappeared were 7 boys and 3 girls, aging from 6 to 14 years old. Now let's look at our calendar, y'all. It's called Satanist High. It's done with blood rituals, human sacrificing for each day between 28th and the 30th of October. October 13th through the 30th is the preparation for this, where they abduct, hold, and do ceremonial preparations of individuals for human sacrificing. And it says 13's backwards for the Halloween date. That makes plenty of sense to me, you guys. Mr. William Combs says that he witnessed children suffering beatings, electrical shocks, forced sterilization, medical experimentation, starvation, rape, as well as various forms of sexual abuse and murder. Some spoke of the young girls becoming pregnant as a result of the rape, or even nuns becoming pregnant after sexually abusing the boys. This went on and on and on, and it probably still goes on to this day. We'll never know until somebody is brave enough to speak out against this. She was also running around, with her cousin Anthony Blunt. He ran, and her mother, the Queen Mother, ran with this man, and he was a known pedophile. He had a major pedophile ring that was well known. Anyhow, you guys, she got off the hook, and here's what happened. The most recent victim of hers, to ask about her warrant for arrest that was issued. A British soldier by the name of Vivian Cunningham, he asked his superior around May 6th about Queen Elizabeth's outstanding arrest warrant. The next thing he knew, he was being drugged up. He was institutionalized for several months until his family and this organization demanded his release. She's a wicked person, and this is absolute genocide, and she's going to pay the piper. But, you know, she got off the hook is what I'm saying, and she continues to get off the hook. So this being her favorite part of the year, her favorite week of the year, makes total sense to me, according to the satanic calendar. And I hope all of this made sense. I try to talk really fast and put as much out there as I can without getting my channel revoked or shut down. I've had that threatened about 4 times now. And I thought about making a backup. And maybe I will. But anyway, I wanted to get this out there. These people are not who everyone thinks they are. They're nasty. And you know, pull out that calendar. If it involves her, look at that calendar, you guys. Thanks for being here. Be blessed and have a wonderful week. And I'll see you soon.